Alright, picture this. It's 2 in the morning, the house is dead silent. But you hear something. It's this low, deep, vibrating hum. It sounds like a giant refrigerator having an existential crisis in the distance. You check your own fridge, but nope, that's not it. You ask your partner, and they look at you like you have grown a second head. Congratulations, you might be one of the chosen few who can hear the hum. This is not just a you problem. People have been complaining about this mysterious noise for decades, all over the world. It's a global phenomenon that only affects about 2% of people in any given area. So naturally, everyone started pointing fingers at the most obvious culprit: your own body. The first boring theory was simple tinnitus. You know, that ringing in your ears you get after a concert or when you stand up too fast. But that does not explain why multiple, unrelated people in the same town hear the exact same sound. It's not a personal glitch, it's a multiplayer experience. Okay, so theory number 2, industrial noise. Things like massive power lines, high-pressure gas pipes, and giant factories all make low-frequency sounds. This is like blaming a weird smell on the dog. It's a convenient, often correct, explanation. But the hum is famously heard in super quiet, rural areas, far from any industrial jungle. The most famous case in Taos, New Mexico, is in the middle of a high desert. This brings us to the juicy stuff: very low-frequency radio waves. Militaries use these to communicate with submarines that are deep underwater. The idea is that you're not hearing the sound with your ears, but your brain is somehow decoding these signals. So basically, your skull is acting like a tinfoil hat in reverse. It's a cool theory, but it's incredibly hard to prove. Or maybe, just maybe, the Earth is a noisy neighbor. There's a theory that the hum is just the sound of microseisms, tiny, constant earthquakes we cannot feel. Or it could be the sound of massive ocean waves colliding on the other side of the planet. The planet is essentially a giant, water-filled drum, and we are just hearing the beat. Now let's get weirder. In one town in California, they blamed the hum on the mating calls of the plainfin midshipman fish. I am not making that up. Horny fish were the primary suspects. And of course, you cannot have a good mystery without blaming aliens. Maybe their intergalactic GPS is recalculating, who knows. So why have not we definitively solved this yet? Because the hum is an absolute nightmare to study. First, as we said, only a tiny fraction of the population can even hear it. It's like trying to describe a color to someone who was born colorblind. Second, the sound is incredibly hard to record. Most standard microphones are basically deaf to these super low frequencies. And for the people who do hear it, it's not some fun little quirk. It's a constant, maddening presence. It leads to insomnia, anxiety, and pure desperation. People have literally moved across the country to escape a sound nobody else can hear. So what is the hum? The disappointing truth is, it's probably not one single thing. The hum in Taos is likely caused by something different than the hum in Bristol, England. It's a perfect storm of low-frequency noise, specific local geography, and your own unique biology. It's the world's most exclusive and most annoying secret concert. So if you hear that low drone tonight, do not panic. It's probably just the earth groaning, the military chatting with submarines, or a fish trying to find love. Or, maybe you just left the microwave running.